Hello all, welcome to Step to Code JavaScript Fundamentals. Today we are going to learn about module design patterns in JavaScript. JavaScript modules are most prevalently used design pattern for keeping particular piece of code independent of other components. This provides loose coupling to support well-structured code. For those that are familiar with object-oriented languages, modules are JavaScript classes. One of the main advantages of classes is encapsulation and protecting states and behavior from being accessed from other states. The module pattern allow for public and private access levels. Module should be immediately invoke function expression to allow for private scopes, that is closure that protected variables and methods. This is what it looked like. You can see there is a declare of private variables and we are returning an object and not a function. So let's take an example over here. Let's create a variable called a person, which is a function. Okay, so I mentioned that it has to be immediate function. So it has to be like this. Now let's see like this only. Now we create a variable first name and last name. Now we create a two function. The first function would be set name, which take two arguments, first name and the last name. And the second is would be get full name, get name. So now we do assign the first name to the first name and last name to the last name. Now this became a private variable. Now this is also private method. Now we need to return the first return the first name and last name. Okay, so this is what happens. So this become private variable. Now this is also public. Now how to expose them? So we return not function but an object which is function. Now you can return like that, set full name, and you just need to assign the function to this. Now set name. So now this become like internally it is a set name, but public knows it with the this name, get full name. So this how you can also encapsulate and hide the actual names of your functions as well. Okay, so now this return set full name and the get name. Now we can do the person dot set full name. It has a first name and the last name, so we give like this. Okay, now let's debug it. Okay, so no errors. Now we print the same, then console.log person dot get full name. So this is functions, so we have to call this as like this. Okay, so save it, run it. You can see it's Abhi and Joshi. So what is happening over here is when you call, this will set the private variables and it behaves just like a class. Now just to in turn, if you want, like this is only, you cannot make any object right now. This has become a class. Now you can even treat it as a class. You don't need to put it as immediate functions like this. Let it be just a function like this. Now you can initiate it. Now we do another way. Okay, now the another way is like const person1 equal to new person. Okay, and In the similar manner, we create person2. Okay. Now, person1 set with this, and sorry, and person2 set with this. Okay. Now let's see what is the person1 data and person2 data. Okay. Let's pull it out and just let's run it. So this is your class data for person1, and this is your class data for person2. So this, you create a class, you have two different objects now, and you have two different set of data as well. So this is how you create a function or a class using a module pattern in a JavaScript. I can show you another way of utilizing this modular pattern as well. For an example, let's check out another, like let's create one maths, yeah, let's create maths, a function. Now this function like this, now last result, just for this is just for an example, so we create last results, we can store it. Now we have a function called addition, like where you take variable 1 and variable 2 just for the addition purpose, and return where 1 plus where 2. Okay. And the same manner we create an subtraction. Now return minus. Don't take much load now, just concentrate on the concept over here right now. So let's return add equal to addition, and subtraction equal to subtraction, like this. Okay. Now this is immediate function. Now I'll not going to call like this. So what I'll do now, suppose if I have one, just imagine I have a drop down and it has a value like add and sub. On user selection, it has to select add and subject. So you can write like this: if value user selected value equal to add, then call maths dot add, right, with two values. No, for this we can do like this: maths of add, like this, 1 and 2. For example, 1 and 2, like this you can write. So what happened, this value can be changed anytime from the user input. See, 3. Now if I do subtract like this and I do 2 and 1, it's 1. Means I can do like this: const expression equal to add. So this expression can be changed like this. So 3. So this is this is can be changed. So it's not constant let. Okay. Now this can be changed. It's easily. So suppose this is user x. This data is coming from user input, like text box or a drop down. then you can change it and you can call it. You don't need to. It's a single line of code, no if, no else clause, and you can call it very easily. So that's it for the today. Thank you watching Step to Code JavaScript Fundamentals. Stay tuned with us. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.